Hi guys and welcome to Bomb Anime.
It's your girl Ruka.
And Big Boy Sammy here bringing you episode 6 of Black Summoner.
We had a bunch of things happening in this episode. We found out Sera is actually a summon. They also got hit up by some bandits. They were the most pathetic bandits I've ever seen. I don't even know why the guy who was driving the carriage stopped. It was literally one lone girl who just jumped in the middle of the road and was like, "Stop!" And he just stopped. They didn't set up any traps. It was weird the way that whole thing went down. I guess in this world, they're just ready to get robbed. They're just ready for it. They might even enjoy it a little bit because that was wild to me. Anyway, she got her ass handed to her as well as the other bandits by Sera. So Sera is level 75, I believe. So she's pretty strong. She's also got some new gear. All of the team have new gear. So it's looking good for Team Kelvin.
Yeah, so Elfie's done a wonderful job in designing some of the costumes and the armor that everyone's wearing, because Sera's armor looks sick, fam. That actually looks really good. And the weaponry that Kelvin's making is actually really top class. Like, he's now an S-class blacksmith after a couple of weeks, and he's doing the most. And Elfie's an S-class tailor, armorer, and I guess level worker as well. So she's also doing the most. And now they're about to see a bunch of heroes who are alright, I guess, and haven't done any due diligence, did no respect or nothing, and is now looking at them as if they are the bad guys. I don't know what Kelvin was thinking when he said, I want to have the main course. You're just a dessert, you know, in terms of actually beating the real bandits and now sitting there on the throne looking menacing. The bandits were, you know, the bandits. And these guys, you already knew that their level were low. What's going on, fam? What are you here to do? What, beat them within an inch of their life and be the bad guy like I hope you would be?
Yeah, that was odd because the bandits that actually did attack them are higher leveled than the heroes are. So I don't really know what Kelvin is expecting to be doing with battling these heroes. Also, I wanted to just sidetrack really quickly. So Kelvin and his team went to go to the bandits' headquarters because they found out that they had been going around taking people, enslaving them and selling them off. So they obviously wanted to shut down those operations. The mother in those dungeons had literally zero self-preservation whatsoever.
I knew you were going to bring this
No,
up.
I'm sorry. It was mad. It was like she was just waiting to go back into captivity because you're in a dungeon, you've just been captured, you're in chains. A dude has just come in with a long-ass knife, about to do God knows what with his tongue hanging out, was about to pick you or your child as the one that he was going to do whatever to. And now some random guy has just busted in and you're like, "Oh, daughter, be nice." Like, are you crazy? Like, you need to follow your daughter's lead. If you'd followed her lead, you probably wouldn't have ended up in this dungeon in the first place, because this woman looks like she probably just ran into the arms of the bandits happily. Like, I don't get it.
La 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 la, just walking.
Right. Like, is she on drugs? I don't know.
Wow.
Anyway, moving on from that, they are in this bandit hideout. The heroes have arrived in this place, and it seems like I was right. They're clearly religious fanatics. One of the party members didn't even want to help in this situation because she only wanted to do what the goddess told her to do. So like I was saying last time, when you're a religious fanatic, you don't really have a brain to think for yourself. You're not going to grow. Yeah, so this is why they're level 50, whatever they are, pathetic. Your goddess is off gallivanting. The worst thing is, right, your goddess has a bunch of doppelgangers that she can just parade around. She had a bunch of them. She could have sent one with you, but she didn't. That's why they need to read more than just Melfina's book, because maybe if they were reading other books, they wouldn't be in this situation.
Okay, let's unpack. I kind of feel like you were making an allegory.
No.
Or alluding to.
No.
Or having parallels with.
Not at all.
A juxtaposition between.
No.
Okay. Melfina, you decided to go on holiday at this time. Listen, I'm not buying it. I don't believe Melfina is actually the good, kind goddess that she's trying to portray. And I also don't think that she fancies Kelvin like she tries to flirt with. I think she's just having some fun And just like all good deities that have actual influence in the worlds that they say they do and are dramatic depictions of them, because no one's seen a real deity ever, she's playing the chess game with herself and seeing which side is going to be better. And I feel like she's going to make Kelvin be the big bad guy at the end of it. And I feel like watching this episode, Kelvin's going to turn into the big bad guy for these guys at this stage so that they can grow and then go, don't worry, I'm Elfina's too. We're going to grow together sort of thing. But they're going to part ways. My fear is that they're going to do to us again what they did with Victor, where it's actually going to get really interesting. And then they're going to be like, and it was all a dream, and he was the godfather all along, or you know what I mean? I'm scared of that happening. But hey ho, I've got to hold my fingers across that it's going to be interesting, this interaction. Because the heroes rocked up and said, these are the adventurers, the bandits. And the adventurers are now the bandits in their eyes. They went in trying to attack a slime without even questioning it. It was crazy, man. It was just crazy. Like, these heroes don't deserve the title. You get what I mean, fam? Said it.
The heroes can only do what the goddess tells them to do. So the goddess didn't tell them to check who the actual bandits were, so they didn't check. And there you have it, like that's what's gonna happen. I found that quite ridiculous as well. The bandits have very obvious tattoos. They all have the exact same tattoo. And although Kelvin didn't know about that, that's because he's very new to this world, whereas these heroes are not new at all. They've been here for a long time. So they would have known about these bandits. They were told about it from the adventurer, whereas Kevin just happened upon them because they tried to rob him. So they should have known about these tattoos that they all display. Those people were all on the floor beaten up, and they could have easily checked their tattoos. They didn't attempt to do it at all. They didn't attempt to talk to the people who were enslaved until one of them jumped in front of the slime to protect it. Not that it needed protection.
Trust me, it don't need no protection.
And also the heroes, you can just tell how stunted they are, where that girl has detection and they waited to use detection until they were like halfway through the building. Like, really?
Yeah, but their power isn't as strong as Kelvin or even Sera's power. Kelvin could detect him halfway across the city at the city's gate.
The difference is Kelvin would use detection. They didn't even have the thought to do it until they were halfway through the building. I think you are correct. Kelvin's going to hand them their ass, and hopefully this will be a teaching moment for them and help them level up a little bit, because their stats suck. I don't know how heroes can be like 20 levels below bandits.
I don't know how heroes can be here longer than Kelvin and still be low. Kelvin did a lot when he negotiated his thing with the goddess and removed his memories. Like, that was a lot, and he's definitely doing well for it. And apparently one of the heroes is a tamer as well, so,
Yeah, so she could actually learn the most from Kelvin based upon that. But we've got to remember that all of his party members, they're all different. They all have different abilities. So Gerard will probably be great for, what was his name? The only guy in that party, because they're both like warrior types. So they can team up with each other and learn from the person who's best fit.
Gerard. Learn from Gerard. Gerard's about to slap him with the broadside of his sword.
Right.
Constantly like a little baby.
And the tamer will learn from Kelvin, and
Kelvin ain't gonna teach
we
her
don't
that.
know what the other two people really do.
But yeah, props to Elif, who has the mad skills of
Efil.
Props to Efil, who has the mad skills of knowing how to make armor, and I'd like to see what she makes next.
On that note,
don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Thanks for joining us today.
Peace.